Hello, fitness community. So I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Is actually to review an Instagram account of Ben Patrick, or Knees Over Toes Guy. Now, the reason I'm doing this for you guys is because as I look in the marketing world for growing our, fitness businesses, I work with gym, bootcamp operators, PT studio owners, right? Is I think we can learn a lot from the people who are doing it the very best in the industry. And I truly believe that Ben Patrick's marketing in general is one of the best that you could ever see. I really like the way that he's kind of mapped out everything. I know his program is absolutely world class. I'll be honest, guys, I've never actually done it. I have 3 friends who have done it and they absolutely love it, like absolutely love it. And then I was also involved in a community called The Real Movement, where Ben was like very, very prevalent, very, very popular in there. And he is kind of, I'm not sure how the alignment works, but he's good friends with one of my friends named Keegan as well. So guys, I won't waste your time. Let's dive into it, hey? And we'll start to have a look over his Instagram account and I'll show you some like really cool things that I really like about it. So firstly, he's got a pretty unique name, right? Knees Over Toes Guy, like very, very memorable at the start of it. And let's have a look at the top of the bio. So he's got 43 posts. And when I was having a look, it's very interesting on that because he's very, very prolific with his posting. So I'm unsure why. Ben and I have kind of chatted a little bit, on social media. Wouldn't say like we're really close friends. I highly respect him and things like that. But he's obviously taking posts off for a reason. I'm unsure what that reason is, but he does only have 43 posts, and we'll kind of run through this, some ones that are obviously very special to him as well. Now, one of the things I like in here, and I won't go into his partner, Alyssa's account, but you'll see up in here, he's got his wife in there and then his little baby. But in Knees Over Toes Girl, I absolutely love this because a lot of things that has kind of been changing a little bit in Ben's content is now he's got like his little Onyx and he's been training a lot with his partner. And one of the things that happens in our marketing, guys, is likability, right? And people buy off people they like. And by having his wife and his baby, and is really kind of, I look up to him as a really, great father, and the way that he's like connecting with his family and things like that. And I don't really know him from a bar of soap, but he's translated that really, really well in his socials. And I love in here that his wife's helped growing the business as well. And her content is very, very good, but that's not kind of what we're here for today. But then in here, this is kind of like joint venture and referral marketing, right? So, Ben's very, very good at getting other people to market his program. And, in this particular case, right, it is his partner who's doing very well. And she has a very tidy Instagram account, 24K followers, right, which has helped building the brand name, right? Because maybe some people that are attracted to Knees Over Toes Girl are different to the people who are attracted to Knees Over Toe Guy, right? Now in here, so the creator of Knee Ability, so he has a unique mechanism, right, which is really, really cool. 1,980 success stories. So in here, you'll see he's creator of like a unique program in there. Then also as well, he's got his success stories. Now in here, so he's got a fresh start code. So let's have a look at his website because it's actually very, very nice the way that it's all mapped out within here. So in the website up in here, you see members login, FAQ, which is really important. He's got a store as well. But you'll see up in here above the fold, right? It's very easy. If I click on that from his Instagram, right, it's all in alignment. You'll see in there, fresh start 2021 code, right? Then also as well, when you go down in here, it's got sign up. It's also got learn more, which is like a super kick-ass video as well. Right? So very easy. Remember in your websites, what you want people to do is you want them, whatever you want them to do on the site, you want it to be above the fold. So it's very, very easy in here. Now you see, Ben, when in your marketing, guys, like everyone usually has a hero. Now Ben's his own hero in his programs, right? He, I don't know, like massively, he had a couple of knee injuries. A basketball player was told, he'd never play again, I believe. And now he like dunks, he does these hectic windmill dunks and stuff. Like it even fires me up. I don't even play basketball. Right. He was recently featured on Joe Rogan. So very smart. Obviously, he's put that in any extra marketing that has kind of popped up or other people marketing for you. And obviously, Joe Rogan's massive. Like what an amazing achievement to be even mentioned on the Joe Rogan podcast. Then the rest of the website, right, is all very good. And he's very, very good, right, at a lot of social proof. There is a ton of social proof on all of his marketing. He's got in here like all the different programs you can do, member features, pricing. This is a very, very nice website for like an online business, for any fitness business, really. And you'll see in here, he's got a lot of social proof down here. So, you know, Keegan Smith, someone I respect a lot. Dr. Shante Cofield, I've never heard of her. And then Daniel Sorensen, I believe he played NFL. Here he is, a Super Bowl champ. I think he played for Kansas from memory. And then we got the FAQ down here, got all his team and everything like that, which is really, really cool, right? So you want to make sure, guys, in here, you'll see that everything aligns. You got the Fresh Start code, and that the website that you're sending people to, right, that would convert, right, without knowing his data. It's going to convert at a really high level. It's a very, very slick website. Now, up in the stories, notice something like very, very interesting in here, and you'll see what's kind of happening is because he's got over 10,000 followers, you can link to websites and things. Now, in COVID, guys, one of the things that happened is YouTube consumption went absolutely through the roof, okay? So you'll see in here in his stories for today, right? He's got a, a question. Hamstring Nordic curls look so impossible. How do you progress? He's like, swipe up to learn how. My 65-year-old mother is working on them. They tell me they are maybe her favorite exercise, right? Then it goes to a YouTube video. Okay. Now, obviously, guys, if you have a look at this guy, he's a weapon, right? Like, he's the best hero story for a program ever, because he's done it. He's been through the journey. He can do all the exercises. He's got 217,000 subscribers on YouTube, right? And you'll see in here, right, he's got a theme on the Nordics for today, right? Always linking up in here. He does this very well, of linking into YouTube videos. Again, I'm unsure of the reason exactly why he's linking to YouTube, right? But if you have a look at the YouTube video, like if you do click on it, right, you go in, it's got a very, very nice description in here, very good copyright. I imagine he might have a team who are helping with that, right? But then he's got some equipment that you can buy in the description, and then obviously a link to the ATG coaching website as well in all the videos. So it's becoming another traffic and sales source for him, right? Then you've got the Nordic video, which seems like a little bit of a theme today, right? You'll see in there like a little bit of stuff that he's like continuing to posting. He's continuing to link people to YouTube in these. So this is for like a reverse Nordic curl, which is really cool. And one of the things that I really, really like about Ben or Knees Over Toes guys content, guys, is it's so incredibly helpful, right? And if you ever go through, like, have a look at some of these comments, right, within his YouTube, right? Nordic hamstring curls are the new faceballs, right? Look at all the engagement he's getting on the YouTube videos. He's obviously driving like a ton of traffic there, which is absolutely amazing, right? And he has nice descriptions in there. So, you know, he has a clear outcome of what he wants people to do, right? Which is to hit this membership, so they hit this page, so then they join up, right? Now let's go through into his highlight section as well. So firstly, he's got the highlight of Joe Rogan. Again, it's aligning with the website. Very, very smart. Now this highlight section in here is absolutely amazing. Now, guys, just remember in your marketing, instead of you saying how good you are, the essence is it works much better when someone else, right, says how good you are, right? So see this, Terry Crews. I love Terry Crews, right? He's an absolute legend. He's from that movie, The Longest Yard. It absolutely cacks me up, right? So he's mentioned him. Of course you would put that in, right? And you can use this, and you'll see here, I think this is Terry Crews, like dunking. Kind of jealous. I've never dunked. Let me know. Maybe I should join up on Knees Over Toes' program, try and learn how to dunk. Then he's got Denny Sorensen. Now look for alignment. Look for alignment in here, because if we go back to the website, right, where do we find it? Bang, in there as well. Very, very smart. Okay, so he's got there, right? Better than Knees Over Toes guys saying how good he is. Why don't we get a Super Bowl champion to say, right? Much more powerful. Now, this is something else that I really liked, and I don't think I've seen it ever, because when I look over other accounts, I look through every account kind of like this to go, what can I learn from them? What are they doing well? Try and understand why they're doing certain things. And I want everyone to go on and have a look at this Who Am I video, It is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible, right? Then he's got some coaches reviews. Okay. So in here, if you look at the coaches reviews, that's from Keegan and also a doctor review, right? So there's a ton of social proof within those highlights. He's got Joe Rogan talking about it. He's got Terry Crews, an NFL player. He's got Coach Keegan, and then he's got a doctor as well, right? Very, very smart the way that that is all mapped out. Now, just finally, guys, let's have a look at his content. So firstly, like with the 43 posts, right? So if you scroll down, you'll see there's a couple of posts that I'm guessing probably mean a lot to him. It's got like posts with his amazing partner, Kobe, right? How shattering was that when that all kind of went down? It's got this one was like his friend dunking and things like that, right? But let's go to the most recent post, right? And there's a couple of things that you can really, really learn from the way that he posts for whatever niche that you're in. So you'll see in here, so 8 clips from today's YouTube shoot, right? So he's trying to push a lot of traffic to YouTube because he's cross talking about it in platforms. You'll see it's on the website as well. And I'll kind of show you his TikTok in a little bit, right? But these videos, they're very much worth watching, guys. I want you to go on and have a look. That's so like, I've learned so much about like knee health from just following Knees Over Toes guy's account that I didn't even know a couple of years ago. And he's really bucking the trend in a lot of things. Now you'll see in here, his post guys are always very, very educational, right? And they really, really help you get results without actually training in the program. And you'll see like a lot of things as well. And that's kind of sometimes a secret, guys. Like if you help someone for free in your marketing, right, with your content. So you help them get results, you help them, you know, lose a couple of kilos or get a little bit stronger or fix their mindset, right? You're becoming a trusted authority now. And I consider Knees Over Toes a trusted authority in the market. Like I look up to him as a user who might use his product down the line if I ever need it, right? And you'll see a lot of stuff, and I really, really like this in his marketing, is he actually becomes his own hero story, right? So he can do absolutely everything within the program, right? And I want you to think about who's your hero story within your marketing. It could be yourself. Maybe you lost 20 kilos or, you know, whatever it might be, or you can position maybe a couple of your clients to be your hero stories, right? But again, very educational posts. You can have a look over the copy, very, very smart, cross-tagging all the different pages that he wants people to go to, right? But everything is super high value on here, right? It does a lot of stuff on dunking, which is really, really cool, right? And I think I'd say this is Ben's probably his best client, right? Like him himself has done this. He's been in the trenches. He's learned, right? Look at all that crazy stuff that he's done. And when you have a look at his story about how injured he was, right, to what he's doing now, it's absolutely incredible. And I'll just go to this post here because I really, really like the ones, you know, I want to be a father, just so you guys know, like I'm planning to get a house and things like that. Really love the way he integrates his family into it. He's got his puppy and things like that. I think it's absolutely incredible. Now, guys, a couple of things of what you can do from here based on that. Okay, so you want to utilize your cross marketing. Okay, do you have anyone else who can market your business? So you saw that he was using his partner. On there, he had like a Coach Keegan as well, and he used other people like Joe Rogan, Terry Crews, things like that. Now, guys, let's be honest. We might not have anyone within our businesses who can do that, who are of that status and that level, right? But you do have your clients. So post your success stories, getting videos, right? Getting people to write how amazing you are is so integral within your marketing. Don't you say how good you are, get other people to say how good you are, and it goes an incredibly long way, right? And I want you to have a look through the post because, as I said, guys, Ben has taught me more about knee health than anything else, than any paid course I ever did. And I was like a PT for like 11 years, right? His content is very easy to digest. He explains things very, very well, and the copy is always on point. And I really like how he's like leveraging his marketing now. So if you go to his webpage, he'll link you to TikTok, which is absolutely massive. I'm unsure how his sales are going from TikTok. I know he does very well off Instagram. And I'm going to presume, guys, because he's driving so much traffic and has such a big following on YouTube, right, he's doing very well on YouTube. So you'll see how all his marketing kind of works in connection, right? His stories will link to a longer video. Guys, we know in marketing, if you can get people to download and consume more of your content as long as it's quality, right? It makes your sales process a lot easier. And I want you to imagine me, for example. So maybe you guys have watched this video for 15 minutes here today, right? If you imagine if, you heard about me and you didn't know anything about me, you maybe saw a post or something like that, compared to maybe a person who had listened to 5 of my podcasts, watched 10 of the videos, checked out the YouTube channel, right? And I want you to think the same with your clients. How can you get them to mass produce your content, right? How can you create your content that actually helps people? Because I'll say this about Ben, and I'll keep repeating it, is his content has helped me so much. And I've never actually signed up for his program. I actually feel bad now I'm doing this presentation. Maybe I have to jump on and do 12 weeks, right? But make sure your content's always really, really helpful for people. And guys, have a look over the highlights as well. What are your highlights on your Instagram? Are they facilitating sales? Are they adding social proof? And I really love that highlight of who am I? I thought it was absolutely incredible because I prepped for this for about 45 minutes before I went live for this 16-minute chat. So guys, I think you can learn a lot from the way that Ben's marketing. I think he's absolutely the gold standard at the moment. He would be in the top 1% of, fitness businesses at the moment. I think he's absolutely incredible at what he does. So have a look over some stuff. I think you would learn a lot just being a client on his page because he's so smart at what he does. But just when you're looking at Instagram accounts, guys, or other people's Facebook accounts who are successful, right, I want you to think deeper. I want you to think deeper, and that's why I did it today. Go, why do they do that, right? What are the stories? What are the flows on the stories? What are the reasons behind that? Where are they sending their traffic to? The web page that they're sending, what does that look like? What are the mechanisms behind it? And by starting to think deeper, because our goal is to never copy someone. That is absolutely disgusting. It's not to copy Ben, but it's to take inspiration from all the amazing things he does, where he goes, okay, cool. He does a reel that's 30 seconds with some really nice copy about, a couple of pain points. How can I make content that's similar for my niche, which is, females over 40 years old who want to lose weight, right? Because you won't have the same niche as Knees Over Toes Guy. No one will. It's very, 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 very specific, right? But then also, as well as you're kind of following it through, I see a lot of social proof on his pages, which I absolutely love. And I believe that's the best way to market. Social proof videos, he's got a ton of, social proof on his website. And probably one of the biggest things that I took away is I loved how many people market for him. Right. He's really leveraged not leveraging's a bad way, but his partner's marketing for him. Keegan's marketing for him. Joe Rogan's mentioned him because he does such amazing results. He gets a lot of shout outs from celebrities and really high people. So it's no wonder his program's absolutely popping off, and he'll probably be triple the size this year. And you'll see now, he started with Instagram and now he's doing really well on YouTube. And he's also got a TikTok. If you go to his website, you can see his TikTok as well. Guys, I'm 100% unsure how the sales go for TikTok, but he's got an incredibly following on there. So I imagine it would be pretty good, right? So guys, when you start to look over other people's accounts, especially when they're really successful, I want you to think deeper, and I want you to have a look through, their posts. What's their kind of posting strategy? What are their posts that do really well? Why are they doing it? How are they kind of mapping it out? Right? Have a look at their story flow, because everyone's a little bit different, right? His was a lot of connections to YouTube, which you won't be able to do unless you have 10,000 followers, right? Then also as well, have a look at the highlights, okay? Because I learned so much about Ben just from those highlights. And a lot of people are using Reels now and TikTok, okay? Which I must admit, guys, absolutely no experience in, but I'm going to start to delve into it for you guys. So, instead of just looking at someone's account, I can kind of run through and teach you what's working and teach you what isn't. So guys, thank you so much for those who watch, especially if you lasted the full 19 minutes with me here today. I super appreciate you guys. I think you could learn a lot from Knees Over Toes Guy's account. He's absolutely fucking incredible at what he does, and he's an absolute legend of a guy too. He's been so nice and friendly to me when I've reached out, and I've had a couple of connections with him. And guys, just start thinking deeper when you're looking at accounts, right? Start to think, what are they doing really well? What can I learn? It's like that thing off Russell Brunson, where it's like funnel hacking, right? And I'm going to say this, do not fucking copy anyone's post, right? Be original. But there's themes and there's ways that people do video posts and ad copy that you can look at it and go, I really like that post. It's really great. I don't help people with their knee ability, but I do help that female over 40, lose 5 kilos or whatever it is. How can I structure a post that matches with them really well? How can I write the ad copy in the right terminology and wording for my niche? And you can get really great inspiration from these accounts that are doing it incredibly well. And Ben is definitely one of them. And guys, if you really like today's content, let me know. You can send me a private message or reach out to me. I'm happy to do a few more of these if you got a little bit of value on it. I just thought I would change up my videos just a little bit for you guys. So it wasn't just kind of me rambling every single day. It was kind of having a look over someone that's doing incredibly well in the fitness industry. And, more important than, he just seems like an absolutely great guy and an absolutely great father, which is more important than business success in life anyway.